150 miles outside of Las Vegas, there is a place where unexplained phenomena occur. It is known as Witch Mountain.
Those vehicles behind us are indicating a pattern of pursuit.
Are you doing this? There's no way.
Seth, no. My brother and I are not from your planet.
Now, when I was on set a few months ago, one of the more entertaining things to watch was the interaction between you and Dwayne Johnson. You just give him the hardest time.
Andy's gay. Use that.
Well, funny you should mention that because he paid you a compliment as well.
You know, Dwayne is one of the most talented young actresses I've had a chance to work with ever. After I did She's the Man with Amanda Bynes, I thought, will I meet as funny and as talented a young actress as Amanda?
First of all, you know, what's great about Andy is he's such a good-looking woman. So he doesn't look it like on the you know the exterior, but on the inside, God, what a good-looking one. All that estrogen that runs through his body is fantastic.
Yeah, he also said that you were very lucky to have him in your life because you need someone to constantly help you.
Feed my ego?
Yeah, well.
Is that what he said? Because that's true. That's what I need. And that's the role that Andy serves. He constantly feeds my ego, tells me how wonderful I am, tells me how funny I am, tells me how handsome I am, and I really appreciate that. Then he tries to be inappropriate and kiss me. I'm like, no, don't do that.
Dwayne is very lucky to have someone like me in his life who is able to show him how to open his mouth, how to say words, how to walk. We do enjoy having done 2 movies together and spent so much time on camera and off. We're like an old married couple, and and then when we talk about movies in the future over the next few years,
Andy and I are going to make Brokeback Mountain 2.
I would race out to see that.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
You can see it in a couple of hours. Don't worry. We're going to get really drunk, me and Andy. Aside from all the jokes, and they're usually inappropriate jokes that we say, and they're very vulgar, and they go deep into the toilet, Andy, in addition to all that, those wonderful qualities, he loves movies. What I love is he is hands down the happiest director I've ever met in my life. Happy. He's just a happy guy, and he should be, because he's passionate about the movies he makes. So any project that he brings to me, I certainly look at and consider, and in all likelihood will do.
Now, can you talk about your character in the movie?
Sure. Absolutely. Jack Bruno is a guy who stumbled a lot in life and squandered a lot of opportunities and struggled to stay on the right path. And you know, there's a really cool. The cool part about it is he's given us one opportunity. You've got an opportunity to do something good with your life, and not only good, but help humanity by saving the world. He's such the unlikely hero, and I love the idea of playing that guy. I love the idea of the fact that he got better by the end of the movie. He became a better man. And I can appreciate that in him, and I can appreciate that in all characters and people too. So it was a fun character for me to play, and not only that, but it was a fun world to explore too, the science fiction world.
Now, this is based on such a classic, iconic film, and you made a few changes. You added some characters to it. How do you think fans will respond?
You know, I think there's probably no bigger fan of the original movie than me. And so we really wanted to pay homage to what that original film, and I think it was about giving this as much of a new story, so it didn't feel like it was conflicting with whatever the old story had been. That being said, it was about taking, you know, could we take Kim Richards and Ike Eisenman from the original movie and invite them over into our world, which we were able to do. Having the Winnebago, which I always remembered as a kid thinking, you know, Winnebago is really cool. And so putting the Winnebago in our movie, the town of Stony Creek, which from the movie and the original book was really an instrumental town, having Stony Creek in here. So I think it was, for fans of the original, hopefully they will see some touchstone moments that would make them think of the original, and hopefully they would kind of come along this new journey with us as well.
One of the first things I noticed about this movie is that you guys don't really talk like kids.
No, we play aliens in the movies,
Right.
so dialogue was actually one of the fun things that we got to play around with. We have very big vocabularies in the film, and that's like another one of the hints just to kind of show that we're not from this world.
We just want to incorporate a lot of subtle hints that you know, that'll hint to obviously us being extraterrestrials. Google was our favorite search engine so far because we'd have to search every word because, you know, to make things natural, you really have to know what you're saying.
So there's a scene in the film where we're describing to Carla Gugino's character, and she's a scientist in the film, what, you know, how we came here and what's going on our planet, and and Alexander has like this big long monologue using all these like scientific words, and so he Googled all of them, so he actually knew what was going on.
And then same with you. You Googled that thing that Carla was doing. Remember her report
Oh,
on
yeah,
your
yeah.
Your Inner Mind? Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, we learned a lot on this
We had
film.
so much
Yeah,
fun.
it was great.
What I thought was interesting about your character was that you were more open to trust humans,
Yes.
whereas you didn't want to trust anyone at
Great
all.
you noticed that.
No,
Thank you.
yeah, we worked that out, so it's kind of like we're the yin and yang in the film. We balance each other out.
That's something I loved about my character is that it's nothing like me in real life. He's very reserved at the beginning of the movie. But something I love is there's definitely a character arc. I think in all of us, it's a great story because it's an action-packed adventure nonetheless, but it's really got a lot of heart to it. It shows that, you know, people from different worlds can really come together and just form a family to the point where they die for each other. And it's just an incredible experience.
You do know how to fly this thing, right?
How do you think we got here?
Well, you crashed, remember?